First, the top news headlines. ECI announces schedule for by-polls to 3 more seats in Manipur. Ten cops, including additional SP, hurt in violent clash at Haraut Hill. Chief Minister stretches for fish farming using biofloc technology. Complaint box to be installed to receive feedback from teachers. And PCC President M. Okendro attacks defected party MLAs. Hello and good evening. I'm ONEL SHAMBANDURAM giving you the Times of Manipur English news. Now the news in details. The Election Commission of India (ECI) has announced schedule for by-election to 22 Wangoi, 51 Saitu ST and 60 Singhat ST Assembly constituencies. The notification for the by-elections will be issued on October 13. Last date of filing nomination is October 20. Scrutiny for nomination is on October 21st and last date of withdrawal of candidature is October 23. State Electoral Officer CEO P.K. Singh said in a press note. The polling will be held on November 7, counting of votes will be done on November 10 and the election process shall be completed by November 12. The ECI had on September 29 announced schedule for by-elections to Wangjing Tentha and Lilong constituencies. Now, 5 assembly constituencies will go to polls on November 7 in the state. At least 10 cops, including additional SP Law and Order T.H. Sankardeva, were critically injured during a violent clash that occurred at a place located in between Haraut Hill and Senjam Chirang under Lamsang police station today. A land demarcation work at a spot for construction of National Sports University triggered the violence. The local residents were showing stiff opposition to the land demarcation process. Deputy SP Commando Y. Kishore Chand was also among the injured cops. An official team of Imphal West District Administration, accompanied by a strong team of police from Imphal West Kangpokpi and Special Commando of 9 IRB, was trying to start the land demarcation work around 9 a.m. when a large number of residents who were already present at the spot blocked the process, telling the authority that no demarcation will be allowed without taking the authority and civil society groups of Kangpokpi on board. The deadlock resulted in a violent clash between the two sides. The police were forced to use tear gas shells and smoke bombs to disperse the angry crowd, who retaliated with stones and catapults from the hilltop, injuring 10 cops. Around 11:30 a.m., reinforcement was called in to control the situation. Later on, an official team of Settlement Department arrived at the spot and carried out the demarcation through GPS location. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today inspected a biofloc fish farming at the residence of fish farmer Longjam Boss Maite at Wangoi Thonaujam Lekai in Imphal West. The Chief Minister was accompanied by Minister of Fisheries S. Rajan Singh, Minister for Agriculture O. Lukhoi, Additional Chief Secretary M. H. Khan, Secretary to CM Ningthozam Geoffrey, Director of Fisheries and Gojendro and others. During the visit, Chief Minister appreciated Longjam Boss Maite for being a successful and pioneer fish farmer using biofloc fish farming technology in the state. He opined that anybody can practice such fish farming system as it requires a minimal area. He also advised the officials of Fisheries Department to conduct training programs on fish farming using biofloc technology and create awareness among the fish farmers about the merits of biofloc fish farming. It may be mentioned that biofloc technology is an eco-friendly technique by enhancing water quality in aquaculture by recycling nutrients and maintaining the water quality. Education Minister Sorokhaibam Rajan said that a society can only be developed when its citizens are educated. Education is important for the growth and development of the state. The minister was speaking during the reception ceremony held in his honor organized by Department of Education as and Samagra Shiksha, Manipur at Manipur State Film Development Society Auditorium, Palace Gate today. He also expressed his gratitude towards Chief Minister N. Biren Singh for allocating him the charge of Education Department. Addressing the gathering, the minister said that a complaint box will be installed at the Directorate of Education as through which teachers can drop their suggestions, grievances and queries among others. If the complaints received are reasonable, then the necessary steps will be taken up for the betterment of the education system. The minister also stretched on the need of a thorough study of the issues including school dropout, low admission rate at government schools, among others, and to sort out strategies for addressing the issues faced in the education sector of the state. Regarding the opening up of schools in view of the current situation of COVID-19 pandemic, he stated that the government will discuss with various stakeholders and take a decision to ensure that the students are not affected. He also appealed to the principals, teachers, and other officials of the education department to work sincerely in inculcating quality education to the students who are the pillars of the future generation. Commissioner Education S.T. Ranjit Singh stated that Education Department, which is a challenging department, has shown various developments in the last decade, and he was hopeful that under the guidance of the minister, the department will thrive towards further advancement. Director Education S. L. Nandakumar Singh, Chairman Council of Higher Secondary Education, Manipur, Dr. L. Mahendra Singh, officials of Education Department and Samagra Shiksha, Manipur, among others, attended the event.
Private school da tuition fee lawi, uniform ki paisa lawi, lairik ki paisa lawi, madogi moi da tamba chhatra singh ji gari bhel da bhara tingaga chadhali adagi tuition tawi mayam ama tawraga paisa mayam ama thada bai school sida nai koi ming change phangnadraga ai koi uniform lem na piriba lairik lem na piriba Madagi Kongo bag, Loina free the people the Natana, Masamo, Fanabasana, but Sinjak powder, Quack powder, picture of a Matam Sena, women is Kundana Mings and Divya, the Sikari, the Gits for no, I've said, Monsieur Queen in a way, I'm Tarkaro.
M. Okendro, President of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee, MPCC, today lambasted defected party MLAs, saying their move was for personal gain. He was welcoming 73 members of LJP Kishan Cell Manipur unit, including its president, during a simple function at the Congress Bhavan in Imphal. PCC Vice President T. Mangi Babu and other party leaders were also present. Former President of LJP Kishan Cell Manipur State Unit, Thankholal Baite, and other members from Singhat, Saikot and Chandal joined PCC at the occasion. M. Okendro stated that coming more members to the Congress fall has strengthened the party organization. The PCC chief also expressed happiness and appreciated the new members. Okendro launched a scathing attack at the ruling BJP and said that the coalition government in the state has been misleading the public. He said it was the right time to teach a lesson to the state government. Okendro also announced that his party was all prepared to contest the forthcoming bypolls.
Parties the yogi the Thakre, Sigma Takai, Mayam, Unina, like parties in Parliament, the Lakador, the council election, MLA election, but the moment the church, the Punjabi target in the city, Congress people may have from talking at the Khan, Mark, Sibanaba, Amazon Congress, early of water, and make a class in the church and the system. ADC के भी सदस्य मंगाए, MLA के भी सदस्य मंगाए, कोई कुन्ना, लेकिन ये तो ना खाने के किसी चाने पर खाने के जब आपको लेकिन सीने को हम जब भी लेंगे।
Well, it's now time for a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Europe da Engineering Management PIZ amadi General Course tamningba mahiroi singidamakta scholarship 100% fangbada natana stipend oina 4.2 lakh fangbagi kudongchaba leiraba mahai tamfam singni loina na India amadi foreign lebak singda MBBS MD course na chingba kaya masu tamna bagidamak amadi education loan gi kudongchaba su pizari hena kupamorol gidamak contact obiro Fort With Global Consulting Private Limited North AOC K Grupat Imphal. Contact number 6909374625.
Al Hayat, the best halal restaurant in Manipur. Miyam na pam na chanariba Al Hayat restaurant gi hauraba mathel khudingmak red delivery app ki khutangda order to biraktuna yamna laina ahenba charges yaudana isa gi yumda thilakna bagi khudong chaba pijari. App si download tawduna app si ki khutangda ngasimak order tawbiyu. Chana thaknaba polam sing khakta natana imung amada nongmar changdraba yadraba grocery item kaya marum suna fanglaba app ni ngasimak download tawbiyu red delivery for you.
Miyam gi thogal gi damak thong hangsare miyam gi damak ahongba wai malda adom gi mathau taba apamba commercial vehicle amade machine sing wai binaba aikhoi gi phone number 9615846446 ta call tawbiraktuna cheaper haiva excavator JCB Portland Volvo excavator hairiba sing asidagi adom gi mathau taba apamba machine sing waibi bayaragani.
Aduk live duo natro red delivery Manipur the best delivery service pibado pamba posting khudak to oh nang order me amudi to omni bu nang na saning bar restaurant puching do red delivery app season na order sat sida junate grocery items sing medicine hygiene me amama yam relax ta over pay su to the market price na khuta yor to chi nang idi khangdi idea ori aduga grocery items ni kauni red delivery for you.
Welcome back. Winners of the mega online selfie contest organized by Kangla Food Products, a unit of Lumjingba Group which was held from September 11 to 30, were felicitated at the Kangla Food Product office today. General Manager of Kangla Food Product, Al Romain, attended the event. Cherry Nongthombam of Kurai Thodam Lekai got the largest number of shares, while Donaliu Chingshubam of Nambol Kabi got the largest number of likes in the contest. Tongban Puspa of Lemakong Mapal, Sanathoy Waikom of Lambal and Tanish Maibam, the youngest contestant, received the consolation prizes. Citations and cash prizes were presented to the winners. General Manager of Kangla Food Products, L. Romain, on the occasion stretched on indigenous food products.
Punsida khwaidagi anauba experience makhal amani sijo aduda Kangla Food na sigumba contest mayam online da khoi lockdown man da sumaina tawbiraga khoi da moi su promote taw bahona ba khoi ju fame ama phango base ai da ji ngam lai ba phabane aduga anauba atopa anauba mayam contest ama ju sinbirak ni haina aina sa tawje aduga indigenous food mayam sumaina promote tawi base ai da maktadi Manipur gi da maktasu lai ba phabane haina khanje
akhoi gi iram dam da sajaba post mayamda ahauba amasung hakchang phanaba akhoi leibiri parja mayam Manipur sida leje kamai tona phangadage haibagi adum pandam makta chinjagibani.
Over 3 decades of lifeline of Tashar village has remained overlooked without any response from the state government, with the villagers taking the honors of repairing and renovating the road. With limited resources now, Tashar in Ukhrul district seeks the intervention of the government. They also appeal to the authority concerned to address their grievances. Tashar and Tashar Chanhong villages have been maintaining a 9-kilometer long road stretch for the past 34 years with voluntary contribution. Tashar Chanhong village is located on the southwest of Ukhrul district, about 18 kilometers from Ukhrul town. The road connects two parts of Tashar and Tushen, as some call it, with the rest of the state. The road cutting of this village began way back in 1986. However, it has remained unattended by the authority concerned despite the deplorable condition, especially during the rainy season. Headman of Tashar village AS Sinmi told Tom TV that the authority concerned since the first hill cutting has not taken any improvement work on the road. He said that the distance between Ramva on National Highway 202 and Tashar is just 7 kilometers. From Ramva to Tashar, Chanhong is 9 kilometers. However, owing to the bad road condition, it takes almost an hour to cover the 7-kilometer distance during rainy season, the village had added. Through voluntary contribution, the villagers have managed to arrange heavy machineries to repair the road from time to time. At present, according to the village authority, Tashar has 612 households and Tashar Chanhong has 120 households.
Government side from the issue, I quite get a while can be there. Fajana Ying Binaba a bit of
Members of Indigenous Minority Organization Manipur IMOM, Indigenous Minorities Socio-Cultural Organization Manipur IMSCOM, United People's Front UPF and National Identity Protection Committee NIPCO to the extended financial assistance to the family members who were injured and killed during the recent IMOL violent clash over a land dispute. They handed over Rs 5,000 to Dia Levon, wife of the deceased pastor, while Rs 10,000 each was given to both the village authorities.
Ngam mathak ta mating pang bi gani hai si ai lakiri ba organization singi mathak ta appeal tawningi
machine yam da ba ai mol se adugumba manipur se ta khaltik na tana india gi mafam da na tana pithidi gi mafam king sakta ko da ai mol ko ju leiri ai du chok phuk chubado madum ai gi wakan da gi ai mol community sing se da maru da ti na sing da masima ai appeal tawjari.
Kanglik Park Students Association KSA today marked the World Teachers Day 2020 on the theme Teachers Leading in Crisis, Reimagining the Future at the association office located at Kuyatong in Imphal. KSA stated that the day is observed to honor the teachers all over the world, appreciate their guides and influence on a child's life and education. This year, the pandemic has added more woes and challenges for the teaching community worldwide, and that the future of millions of children is at stake. The coronavirus situation in India is witnessing sharp improvement with the highest number of recoveries in the world. To further bring the pandemic under control, the government has now announced that it is aiming to receive up to 50 crore doses of coronavirus vaccine by July 2021 to inoculate at least 25 crore people. The development indicates that the first available vaccine may be given to people in India by July next year. The government also mentioned that the states have been given time till October end to submit a list of priority candidates for receiving the vaccine. While India seems to be preparing an elaborate plan to eradicate the pandemic, the high number of Delhi reported cases remains a concern. India is still reporting the highest daily spike of COVID-19 cases in the world and is only second to the US in terms of cases. The country has also crossed a grim milestone of 1 lakh deaths. India's COVID-19 tally today crossed 66 lakh mark with a spike of 74,442 new cases and 903 deaths reported in the last 24 hours. Today's case tally stands at 66 lakh 23,816, including 9,34,427 active cases, 55,86,704 cured, discharged or migrated cases, and 1,02,685 deaths, Union Health Ministry's latest report said. Yesterday, India exited 140 tests per day per million population as advised by the World Health Organization by nearly 6 times. Several states and union territories have demonstrated better performance than the national average, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has said. Manipur's coronavirus recovery rate stands at 77.64% as of this morning. The state in the past 24 hours registered 200 new COVID-19 cases, taking the tally to 11,855. Government COVID-19 Command Control Room said that all necessary medical precautionary measures like containment and contact tracing are in place. 3 COVID patients, 2 women from Imphal West and Kaching district and 1 man aged 94 years from Tamenglong district succumbed to the respiratory disease yesterday, taking the death toll to 74. Now the state is 2,576 active cases, while 9,205 patients have been cured and discharged till date. The indefinite Chakaban call by the All Assam Motor Transport Association AMTA began today in Assam in support of their demands amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Assam Transport Minister Chandramohan Patowary has reportedly called for a meeting with the association tomorrow. According to media reports, the association is likely to stage a protest in front of Janata Bhavan at Dispur today. AMTA has demanded an increase in transport fares, including bus fares, in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. The AMTA said on Friday last that they had been compelled to take this step in view of the crisis faced by them due to the COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent nationwide lockdown. The association alleged that the government has increased the prices of various essential commodities and even petrol and diesel. However, it has turned a blind eye towards the repeated demands of the association to increase transport fares. Meanwhile, Assam State Transport Corporation has decided to run 250 city buses in Guwahati and 650 buses across the state to transport the passengers during the Chakaban period. Well, now it's time for another short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Ma, kaidorage pairaga leiramisna.
Ho hospital da satlubane. Haksang si khara nungaite dana. OPT ga amata sangal hogde. Ni na marola masiliba. Nokwa sina karim ta kanadi. Phola sida ungdun adom lady sidi. Magi phola se thugai ki da soiro.
Adugi oire.
Mobile paraga kana badiam lower siangange. To kita khung da thamu ko.
Yamna tangai phadaba natradi yumdagi adum phone da doctor ga wari sanaraga tanaba yare ima.
Kamaina se nang suyango ahambada isanjibini OPD application se Google Play Store dagi download tawrani adagi registration si namaga mobile number hapsilaga verify tawrani adagi anabagi maming matha hapani adagi doctor asangba amaga adum saksa unaraga wari sanaba yare yam phaina dudia se
Ima kai nungai tabal lebege habiyo
Ibungo doctor Imagi kokse ngauri tawi saning thakning basu kaya phaude
Adom smartphone da e-sanjeevani OPD application download tawbiduna natraga computer tablet sijinaduna e-sanjeevani opd.in da sangbiduna ishagi yumda komna amadi lemna laying bayabagi khudong chabasi lawbiu
Isagi nuaitaba awaba pumnamak da chama fahanba ngamba Baba Afzal Saha Ana layong khangdaba hidak na faba ngamdaba kanagomba na pizza pithak tawduna semjinkiba lonaba yeknaba dagi ngakthoknaba mane mamau yanadaba nungshiba hanba yumban punsida ayet apan leitanaba angang yaudaba yaunaba amadi modeling film da mai paknaba pumnabak amuktang tanabiu nungaitaba awaba pumnamak koknaba ngasima call tobiro Baba Afzal Saha contact number 703-796-1167
Nang na medical ta masatpada Asia gina nang natahang malaini General Nursing and Midwifery GNM 3 years course 12% in arts or science stream in confused to become a part of one of the most respectable professional career of all time 12% above duration 3 years 6 months BSc in Medical Radiology and Imaging Technology DMRI
Ultrasound MRI CT scan X-ray
BSc in Medical Laboratory Technology
BSc in Operation Theatre Technology
Admission open for Naurem Birahari College, permanently affiliated to Manipur University and included under UGC Act 1956. Free admission for tourism and hospitality management and various other diploma to degree courses and training programs. And also special classes on Indian stock market for those who want to invest or day trade. Classes for beginners to intermediate and intermediate to advanced level. For details, please contact or WhatsApp 700-509-7748 or visit our website www.nbcollege.ac.in.
Welcome back. A 2-month-long vocational training on can and bamboo work organized by DCPU Bishnupur Social Welfare Department in association with Loktak Ima Observation Home for Boys began today at the Home's office located at Maibam. WIDA Chief Functionary T. Robin Sharma, Home SPA Joy Kumar and LPO DCPU K. Kishorjit were present during the opening ceremony. Residents of Langmaidong Maning Mayai Laikai in association with United People's Administrative Council, Upako, Manipur today planted saplings on the roadside of the locality. People from all walks of life participated in the program, during which around 130 saplings were planted. Ambassador of Chief Minister's Green Mission Manipur, Valentina Arambam, along with 40 volunteers kicked off the plantation program early in the morning. The volunteers also thanked Divisional Forest Officer Taubal Devala Laifrapam for supplying the saplings. Wangkhem MLA Kaisam Meghachandra today led the foundation stone of a workshed for wood-based furniture at Yaripok Yambem Mathakleka in Imphal East. The project is run under the Ministry of MSME, Government of India, under Spruti scheme for the Fund for Regeneration of Traditional Industries scheme through the Nodal Agency Process and Products Development Center PPDC Agra. The ministry has funded 7 clusters in Manipur for the year 2020, such as Kauna Processing Cluster, Pineapple Processing and Value-Added Cluster, Wood-Based Carving and Bamboo and Can Processing. The MSME sector has emerged as a dynamic sector of the Indian economy over the last 5 decades. MSME contribute enormously to the socio-economic development of the country. MSME has a large share of jobs, production and exports. Secretary of Progressive Rural Development Agency and Tomba Singh, Pradhan of Top Chingtha Gram Panchayat, Yumnam Tomba Singh and Vice President of United NGO Forum, Yaripok, Mohammad Sanayama attended the function. Checks were distributed to 30 beneficiaries for the first phase under Economic Development Program EDP today. Department of OBC and SC and Department of Minority Affairs organized the function at Mobis Complex located at North AOC in Imphal. Department of Minority Affairs OBC SC Commissioner Jachinda Lazarus, Department of Minority Affairs Director NG Bhogendra, Deputy Director Chabungbam Bijananda and Chief Finance Officer NG Roman attended the program. Chief guest of the function, Jachinda Lazarus, stated that the move was to help enhance economy of the people belonging to OBC, SC and minority community.
Even the ones who have come during Nyamgi Numed, everybody have been considered, and we have done our best in selecting the beneficiaries. But of course, the requirement is much more than what is available. So we will be taking up in phase wise, and we will try to cover whoever has applied to us, so that each and every needy person is covered in it.
Union Donor Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh released a coffee table book titled Discovering the Heritage of Assam with a foreword by Amitabh Bachchan and published by Penguin. The voluminous coffee table book with pictures and photographs on glazed paper presents an absorbing compilation of heritage, faith, belief and tradition of different ethnic tribes and sub-tribes living in Assam. While releasing the book recently, Donor Minister Singh congratulated its author Padampani Bora, who is by profession an officer in the Indian Revenue Services IRS 2009 batch. Bora has over the years established himself as an accomplished author specializing in the subjects reflecting diverse nuances of the northeastern region of India. Donor Minister said while mostly it is suggested that Northeast should be brought closer to the rest of India, very few understand that actually there is much more in the region which the rest of India can learn. The book by Padampani Bora, he said, will help understand the grand splendor and glory of the undiscovered facets of Assam. Dr. Singh suggested wide circulation of the coffee table book and hoped that Bora's creation would not only remain confined to the pages of the book, but would also serve the cultural and heritage ambassador of the Northeast for the rest of the world. And before we wind up the top news headlines once again. ECI announces schedule for by-polls to 3 more seats in Manipur. Ten cops, including additional SP, hurt in violent clash at Harautel. Chief Minister stretches for fish farming using biofloc technology. Complaint box to be installed to receive feedbacks from teachers. And PCC President M. Okendro attacks defected party MLAs. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for joining us. Keep watching Times of Manipur.